you definitely are able to get some free stuff that way. It's just a good deal. Highly recommend it. So much freedom when you know where your money is going. Hey, people of the earth, welcome to my channel, and you can call me Catherine. Hey guys, so first of all, I feel like this summer has completely blown by because it's already August, which means for many people I know that the college year is about to start. For many incoming college students, they're super excited. I know I was when I was an incoming freshman, and there seems to be one thing that seems to paralyze students and families, which is money. Which totally makes sense. College is no easy expense unless you're in a very blessed situation. And I remember having just panic attacks and just getting so freaked out about money and being scared about how I was gonna pay for things. And there are so many things that I've learned that I know now that I wish I could have told younger me, college freshman me. And even though I can't change my past, I can at least give advice on your present choices and hopefully help you guys to save money in ways that I wish I did. So here's some college money saving tips that I have come up with or that I have gleaned over the years, and hopefully they will help you. Okay, so something that I wish I did was utilize my school's library. I bought most of my books at the beginning years, and I realized there were a lot of books in my school's library that I could have just borrowed. And sometimes I think it's nice to have a book because I personally like to annotate things and I like to have a hard copy, but there are a lot of books that I probably won't ever read again, and I could have just borrowed it from the library. So definitely utilize your school's library and see what they have, or even local libraries as well. And also, as you make friends on campus, see if you guys could do a book swap. Utilize your friends and see what books that you guys could potentially trade. There might be a book that they had last semester that they could either rent for you at a super cheap price, or they would be willing to trade because you might have a book that they'll later need. So definitely utilize your community, utilize your local library, and utilize your school library. And also, when purchasing books, don't feel like you need to buy them new. Yeah, a lot of them are, if you do buy them used, some of them are highlighted, some of them are underlined, but if they're still readable, I say use them. I know some people are very persnickety about that. I personally am not. Sometimes I actually like seeing the train of thought of the previous owner of what they thought about the book. Something that also, just in regards to buying books, compare prices. I know websites that I use are A-Books, Amazon often has a lot of them, eBay. Just compare prices. And there's actually a website called slugbooks.com, I'm pretty sure it is. And if you look up a certain ISBN number for your book, it compares all the prices. But do note for that, they are not counting shipping, so make sure you actually click through and see which ones are the better deals. But if you have the patience and you're willing to do the math to figure out what the cheaper price is, you could be saving some money there. Number 2, buy used is something that I would also say. I used to be scared of buying things new. I don't know, I guess I was just a little skeptical about some things, but I realized some used things are in really great condition. Utilize things like Goodwill, any type of thrift shop, yard sales, Facebook Marketplace. These are all really great ways to buy used things that you could use for your dorm, or if you're moving into an apartment that they may have, and they're so much cheaper. So definitely buy things that are used. Even on Amazon, they have used items. Don't be afraid to purchase those things. Definitely read reviews. Obviously, don't just buy things blindly. Always read customer reviews, always read stuff like that. But in other words, those are just really great ways that I have saved money over the years. Another way I save money is when it comes to grocery shopping. There are a couple of things. So for me, I do live in an apartment, and some of you might be moving into an apartment, or you still like to go grocery shopping, even if you're gonna live in a dorm. I recommend, there are a lot of big chain grocery shops, and nothing inherently wrong with them, but I have found other grocery stores that are cheaper, like this place called Aldi's, or this other place that's nearby me called BB's. Some of you guys might not have that in your area, but there are local food shops that do sell things cheaper. I don't know if there's a specific name for it. A lot of them is because either they are damaged in some way, so maybe it's a dented can, and legally certain stores cannot sell those because they're dented, but these other stores can, and for that reason they are cheaper. And there's nothing wrong with the food itself. Some of these stores have food that's close to expiration date, but they're not expired yet, and that's why you can sell them so cheap. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that either, and I've definitely saved a lot of money doing that. I remember going to this place called BB's, which my friend Abby recommended to me, and I spent maybe $30 on just what I would typically spend $60 on. Oh, also, when it comes to grocery shopping, never shop when you are hungry. I've done this so many times, and I bought so many snacks and unnecessary things I did not need. Did I eat them eventually? Well, yeah, because I like food. Oh, make a grocery list and stick to that list, because like I said, one time I just really wanted chocolate. So I bought a whole bunch of granola bars that took me a couple weeks to eat, which I mean, I guess is good, but that is money that I could have spent elsewhere during those couple weeks. Don't shop when you are hungry. Oh my goodness. Also, when it comes to grocery stores, there's a local place near my university, it's like 5 minutes away, called Giant. And for free, it was one of those like grocery carts. They would always ask me if I wanted one. And I had shopped there for a year and always said no, because I just didn't want to deal with signing up for it. But all I did was take my email and my number. It was really quick. And when you use it, you're able to rack up points. So one, if you have I think it's like a bonus buying savings card, something like that, I'm able to save some cents or some money on certain items that they have selected, or like a buy one get one free deal. And it's cool because when you rack up points, you can either get grocery dollars, which I've actually never used yet. I keep forgetting I have these points. But also, when you have a certain amount of points, it also saves you X amount of cents on gas, depending on how much points you racked up. So I think the last time I was able to save on, I was able to get 20 cents off per gallon. It's just a good deal. Highly recommend it. Whenever it comes to shopping, I usually would go to BB's, the cheaper place first, get mostly everything on my list, and anything I don't get, I would go to Giant. So it's kind of go to the cheaper place first and then go to the other one. Okay, next thing, dumpster diving. Now hear me out. I don't mean this literally. Actually, kind of do. It really depends. Basically, what I've noticed as I've lived on campus is that at the end of every single year, there are students that are graduating or not coming back, and people that don't want to deal with some of their stuff, either because they don't have time to sell it, or they don't want to deal with trying to fit it in their car, because sometimes they don't have room. So people often just leave things behind. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a good practice, but I would take advantage of other people's frustration and laziness, I don't know if that's mean, and take their stuff. Okay, but let me pause. Obviously, you have to wait till they're actually getting rid of it. But a lot of the times your dumpsters, there'll be things like couches or other types of furniture, lamps, mini fridges, other random things, or they'll be in the apartment, or people near on your floor in your dorm, or if you're in an apartment near your apartment won't want certain things, and people are just, they're stressed trying to leave. They're very quick to get rid of stuff, and that is when you attack. Over the span of time, I think I have gotten different pieces of furniture, a mini fridge, just different things for my kitchen that I'm currently living in. I was able to get a lot of free stuff because I have learned the art of mooching off of people, if I'm being completely honest. And I've just waited, I observed, and then I struck. Be at the right place at the right time. We gotta learn how to be a spy. Don't be obvious about it, be discreet. But definitely just keep an eye out for stuff like that, and you definitely are able to get some free stuff that way. Now, another tip, it's kind of just more so a practical thing you can do whenever you want to make a purchase. So when you're shopping, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or other variations of this question, do I really need more clothes? Do I really need this snack? It's a good question to ask because, like I said, if you're going impulsively shopping for clothes and you see something cute, or if you're at a grocery store and you're hungry and you see something that looks delicious, sometimes our brains or our feelings will tell us that we need it, but when you actually focus your thoughts and ask yourself, do I need this? You'll realize you don't. Or even a better question is, do I need this now, or can it wait for later? There are a lot of times when I have bought things, like for example, camera film. It's just something, it's a hobby I have, and there are times when I impulsively bought it when I really shouldn't have. And I should have asked myself, do I really need this now? The answer would have been no. It could have waited 2 to 3 weeks because I didn't use it until 2 to 3 weeks later. So ask yourself if you actually need it now, or if it can wait, and if that money can be spent somewhere else. I'm all for having hobbies, and I'm all for people treating themselves, but that's only if the money is there. And in order for that to happen, you have to have your priorities straight, which leads me to my last point: create a budget. It is so much easier saving money when you know where your money is going. When I first entered college and was leaving high school, I wasn't budgeting, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't know how, and honestly, I have no idea how I did that. And it kind of sucks because there were times when I wouldn't go out with friends because I didn't think I had the money, and I did. And there were times when I went out with my friends and spent money that wasn't there. When I first came to college, whenever I would just get paid, I would put it towards my emergency fund, any school payments I had to make, and I was kind of sharing a car with my friend, or she was letting me use it, so I was kind of making payments towards that. And then the rest of it, oh, and tithe, I would tithe too. After that, I don't really know where my money went. Oh guys, I don't know how I was able to live without a budget for so long. But anyway, I highly recommend creating a budget because there is so much freedom when you know where your money is going. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into how I create my budget. I might make that a separate video. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope that it helped somebody. I just know how stressed I was when dealing with money when first coming in and all the wrong choices I made, so I hope it's able to help you because I don't want anyone to ever feel as stressed as I did when I was learning how to deal with money. And if there are some things that you think I could be doing better or tips that you have discovered as you've been saving money, definitely comment below. I don't want anyone to be in debt. I don't want you to be in debt. I don't want me to be in debt. So we should just all help each other be debt free. Thank you for everyone that subscribed so far, and I really appreciate the support. Love you all. So happy you're here. And remember, as always, love all people, no exceptions. Bye. Which is money. There is a lantern bug. I don't know if you can see it. And it's kind of terrifying me. And the right thing to do is to kill it, right? I'm supposed to kill it. That's like the law.